Prepare to read. Wild Weather, Genre Study. Narrative nonfiction gives facts about a topic, but it reads like a story. As you read Wild Weather, look for information and facts about a real topic, visuals such as maps or diagrams with text, ways that visuals and words help readers understand the text. Set a purpose. Read to make smart guesses or inferences about things the author does not say. Use clues in the text and pictures to help you. Power words. Tough. Pellets. Predict. Clings. Funnel. Occur. Excess. Damage.
Tough. If something is tough to do, it is difficult or challenging. It was a very tough choice, so we decided to get both kittens. Pellets. Pellets are tiny balls of something. Savannah brushed her pet rabbit and gave it some food pellets. Predict. If you predict something, you say it will happen before it does. I predict that it will be sunny tomorrow. Clings. When something clings to something else, it sticks to it. Jane's hair clings to the balloon. Funnel. A funnel has a wide circle at the top and a short, thin tube at the bottom. She poured the mixture into the funnel. Occur. When things happen or take place, they occur. The graduation party will occur as soon as the ceremony is over. Excess. An excess of something is more than is needed. Please remove any excess glue from the paper. Damage. When you damage something, you cause harm to it. The storm could damage the old tree.
Meet Thomas Kingsley Troop.
Thomas Kingsley Troop wrote his first book in 2nd grade. It was an exciting story about a superhero. He kept on writing, and now he has written more than 40 books for kids. Some are fiction and some are nonfiction. When he isn't writing, he likes watching movies and taking pictures. Wild Weather by Thomas Kingsley Troop. Illustrated by Jamie Kristoff. High up along a mountain trail, a hiker sat and folded an origami bird. "It sure is sunny," she said. As she held the bird high, a gust of wind lifted the paper. The bird began to fly. Whoa! How did it get so windy? Just then, the bird spotted a duck flying nearby. "Hey there! What's your name?" The bird remembered the hiker had said Sunny. "Sunny, I think." "I'm Chuck. Nice to meet you, Sunny. Say, I've got a real problem. My wife, Natasha, is missing. We were trying to fly away from here." "Why do you want to leave?" Sunny asked. The mountain valley looked nice enough. "Aren't you a bird? Most birds fly south before winter. This wind is making flying tough." "Where did all this wind come from?" "It's simple," he said. "The sun heats the land, making the air above it warm. The warm air rises. Cool air rushes to take the place of the warm air. And because Earth spins, wind can come from any direction." "So, do you think the wind carried Natasha away?" Sunny asked. "I hope not," Chuck cried. "She was right next to me, but then she disappeared." A drop of water struck Sunny's wing. "Just what we need. It's raining. Fly underneath me, Sunny. I don't think wet paper is good for flying." "Clouds and rain? How did they get here?" Check out this water cycle chart. It explains how clouds form and rain falls. Wow, that's pretty simple, really. Water cycle. The sun heats water on the ground, turning it into an invisible gas. Gas rises, cools, and turns into water droplets. Water droplets clump together to form clouds. Water droplets combine and fall as rain. Rain is just a bunch of tiny droplets, Sunny said. That doesn't seem so bad. Normal rainstorms are fine, but thunderstorms can make lightning and heavy rain. When too much rain falls all at once, a flood can form. Whoa! Hang on, Chuck yelled. Hail is falling. Hail? Sunny chirped. What's that? Sometimes storm clouds, called cumulonimbus clouds, form. Water droplets in the highest parts of the cloud bounce around and freeze into ice pellets, Chuck said. The pellets hit water droplets, and the hail gets bigger. And once the hail is too heavy, it falls? Sunny asked. You got it, Chuck shouted. Come on, let's head for the woods. Isn't there any way to know when the weather will get wild? There is. Meteorologists study and predict weather. They use tools to help them. Weather tools? Sunny asked. Like what? They have instruments to measure wind speed and direction, Chuck explained, and radar to track rain and thunderstorms. Meteorologists even use satellites in outer space to track how and where the clouds move. Sunny shivered. His papery body was growing cold. Natasha is lost and it will snow any day now, Chuck quacked sadly. So what's the deal with snow? It's a bit different than hail. The water vapor turns into an ice crystal. The ice crystal clings to other crystals and forms a snowflake. That doesn't sound so bad, Sunny said. If the ground and air are cold enough, the snowflakes pile up and cover the ground, Chuck quacked. The lakes freeze, and it's tough for birds like us to find food. Oh, so that's why you fly south. I'm not flying south without my wife. Natasha, Chuck quacked. Where are you? How's the weather down south? It's much warmer, but the weather can get wild there too. What do you mean? Sunny asked. Heat is measured in temperature, Chuck explained. When the air is hot, the temperature is high. A low temperature means it's cool. That makes sense, Sunny said. Too much heat can hurt people, plants, even animals, Chuck quacked. During a heat wave, the temperature and humidity stay high for 2 or more days. I wouldn't want to be stuck in one of those, Sunny said. Where was the worst heat wave on record? That would be down under. The temperature in Marble Bar, Australia, was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 38 degrees Celsius, for 160 days in a row in 1923. Hot days, mate. Where is Natasha? She couldn't have just disappeared. What happened to those trees? A tornado came through here years ago, Chuck said. What's a tornado? Sunny asked. It's a funnel of wind that forms in the sky and wrecks what it touches on the ground, Chuck said. Tornadoes form during a thunderstorm. They are more likely to occur over flat land. But how? Sunny asked. When the wind in a storm changes direction, increases speed, and rises, it makes the air below it spin. Rising air pushes the spinning column of air downward until it's vertical. The spinning funnel of air speeds up, forming a tornado. Tornadoes are usually determined to be weak, strong, or violent. The violent ones can have winds in excess of 200 miles, 322 kilometers per hour. They can destroy homes. Only 2% of tornadoes are violent. I had no idea weather could be so scary, Sonny said. That's nothing. My cousin Frank almost got caught in a hurricane once. A hurricane? I'm afraid to ask. A hurricane forms in summer or fall, Chuck said. It forms over an ocean and moves toward land. Does it make lots of wind like a tornado? Asked Sonny. Yes. Strong winds rotate around the eye of the storm, said Chuck. The spinning storm picks up energy from the warmth of the ocean. When it hits land, high winds and heavy rain can damage buildings. The eye of a hurricane is the spot in the center of the storm. In the eye, the winds are light or calm. Clouds break up and rain ends as the sky clears. Wow, all that dangerous weather scares me, said Sonny. Here's the thing, Sonny, Chuck said. We can't control weather, but meteorologists can warn everyone when dangerous weather is coming, and we can prepare for it. Hey, Chuck, is that your wife? It is. Where were you, Natasha? I went back for my sunglasses. I can't fly south without them. Come with us, Sonny, Chuck said. I'd love to, Sonny said. But can I get some of those cool sunny glasses, too?
Turn and talk. Use details from wild weather to answer these questions with a partner. 1. Make inferences. Why is a meteorologist's job important? 2. Look at the chart on page 109. How can you use the text and pictures to find and understand information about the water cycle? 3. In what ways is a hurricane like a tornado? How are they different? Use details from the text and pictures to explain your answer. Talking tip. Speak clearly as you share your ideas. Do not speak too quickly or too slowly. I think that.